We in. Hello everyone, welcome to my portion of day 3 of 5DayGamers13. And today's game is a bit special. A lot of these have kind of been, except for maybe Cat in the Hat. That was kind of an average sort of thing. Not much I could really do there. But this one is special because this isn't a game that you can actually get right now. This is a game called Tiny Hands Adventure. And unless you're one of the special people who are able to get a free little pass, this game has been delayed twice. I have no idea when it's going to be released. There is a release date for this, the 27th or something like that. I'm pretty sure that's not accurate, though. I'm pretty sure it's going to get delayed again. But this is Tiny Hands Adventure, and this game is interesting. Just gonna put it down to about 40. So this is basically like a Crash clone. That's the basics I can give you right there. It's a Crash clone of a game. You can get it on Steam when it releases, for like $5, something like that. So pretty basic, and I have beaten the whole thing before. Now we'll be doing it again in a new game. So, the way this works is we'll be going around with the WASD keys, like so. We can jump with this. We can slide with this. Now, it does seem like they actually fixed the speed, because I actually played a older version. There we go, got the crystal. Gotta get all the crystals and gems. All crystals will give us the ability to go to a harder variation where we can get a special crystal, and gems are needed to actually complete the game. E is to attack. This is to slide. The crouch button, which is shift. Now, originally, you would go super fucking fast with the shift button. You can't do it now. I'm guessing they actually fixed that. I'm hopeful that they fixed a lot of things in this game, because this game was buggy as all hell when I played it last time. So this is Florella, and our character's named Bordy. We came from village of Donnerberg. This is the Chamber of Trials. Basically, it's just a whole area of levels. So yeah, we started playing soccer with our friends, but we're not very good at being a goalkeeper because we have very small arms. But luckily, she can do something about this. There are puddles all around. If we can actually complete these and defeat each guardian, she will give us a tool. So let's go ahead and take care of this. So yeah, collect orange gems to access the Guardian boss, and we can collect its hover. It's already told us this before. So we got the Slippery Pass, the Lighthouse, Stairway to Alien Heaven, and Knossos Walkabout. We'll go to Slippery Pass first, which is the first level. So the way this game works is, well, Crash. You just go around, you can break boxes for some meat. The meat has no purpose. All you really need is to grab the crystals, if you can, and grab the orange gem, which you should. You have to. The green boxes are lives. We'll be wanting them. It's the safe point. We'll be needing these because there are checkpoints. And if you see a box with like fire on it, that is a TNT. Unlike Crash, where hitting the TNT, you can bounce off it and it activates the timer, and after that timer it explodes. In this game, it just explodes and you lose a life. Oh, by the way, we need mechanical arms to go through this. And there is just an explosive right there, which If you actually go for that, you're an idiot. The blue box here is a shield. We'll be needing this to protect ourselves. And because I don't have the mechanical arms, I can't go through and grab that one crystal. Also, I died because platforming in this is awkward. We move like a bit of like a car. It's a bit tanky, mainly in the air. And the worst part, and I do mean the worst part, is that it is so easy to get screwed in this game, especially later on, where they start throwing some honestly really stupid things at you. Also, these are dig spots, but we can't dig until we get a drill. So, that's 2 items we have to come back with. That is the orange gem. We'll be needing this. That's a heart. We'll be needing these. And yeah, you collect 100 meats, you get extra life. And that, Jesus, is the basics of this game. So we got the orange gem, which we can see right there. But we did not get all of the normal gems. So unfortunately, until we get the gadgets, we can't beat that one. In fact, we can't beat any of these without the needed gadgets, which, for this, happens to be the drill. Every level, in order to get the crystal, needs the drill. So, in order to get the drill, we have to beat the boss of this hub. Yeah, so backtracking is extreme. Also, I'm not going to bother really going for the crystals much until we get the drill, because even if you are to get all the crystals here, it doesn't matter in the slightest, because you don't have the drill. And they will reset the entire counter of all crystals you have grabbed. So you will have to grab them again anyway. So honestly, you're better off just not bothering. And then coming back here when you have the drill. Now, you might be thinking this game is very forgiving by giving you so many lives. Kinda? But not really. This game gets dumb. It gets really dumb because it's not very well made. This game glitches up so easily. If I had the slide, I would be able to get for this much quicker, but they fixed it, so now, fun fact, I've been told not to show the gameplay for this until the game is released, and I've been told this twice. Both times I had an actual set date though. The first time was the original date, and the second time was the delayed date, the first one. They delayed it again, they delayed it for even further now, but they did not tell me not to play this on that date. And the date I was supposed to wait for has passed. So because they didn't get back to me about this, and because quite clearly I'm getting very impatient and people have already made videos on this game and streams on it, I'm just gonna do my stream on this now, and if there's a problem, then too bad, because they haven't been very responsive if anybody who actually is interested in this game, who even has a key for this game. So I'm just gonna go ahead and play the game. Especially when they go and advertise their game to me by saying, "So we heard you like Bubsy." Why would... I've already been 3 levels. Why in the hell... By the way, this is an overhead level. Why in the hell would you ever advertise your game by saying, "We heard you like Bubsy"? How do you even know that I like... I feel like they might have been stalking me. Not too sure about that. Kinda get the feeling though. Now, as a note, even though I am going fairly fast through this is not a speed run. Like, this is not that fast enough. I'm making mistakes already if I was doing any percent. But what this is essentially going to be a full playthrough, and I know for a fact that I can complete this game within the time I have, the 3 hours. Now, unlike a certain Bubsy game, because they did bring it up when they advertised this game to me, this game is not 1 hour long. This is much, much longer. But it's long enough to reach just under 3 hours. I think I did it? No, I actually missed the thing. Well, I have to go back now. Which, by the way, yeah, as you see, everything's kind of reset, including lives, so I can go back and, you know, grind on the lives as well. So this game is very well made, as you can tell. A lot of thought went into it. I mean, there is some originality to it, but it's kind of, you know, tainted by the very fact that it is mostly a Crash ripoff. It's not even doing that good of a job to hide it. Because you go through this game, and you can just see, like, in the trailer they showed, in fact, there were checkpoint boxes that were ripped directly straight off of Crash. Now it's time for the boss, by the way. The Water Guardian. They got rid of that, though, and changed the boxes, but there you go. This is Herman, and he is the Hippo, our first boss. And the way this works is we dodge all the explosives and we spit at him. Then he gets rid of the right side. Left side never goes away. After hitting him, we now have one more go. And this time he brings in these guys, and I just died. And it does reset everything, which sucks. But the last one is a little difficult because of the fact that trying to hit enemies in the air in this game is a pain in the ass. All because of the fact that you have to press the E button while pressing WASD and space to jump. And these guys are small too, so their hitboxes aren't very nice. And also, game decides to do this to you. Yeah, so the timing's a bit off. Well, there you go, I win. So that was the first boss, and as you can tell, very, very interesting boss. We now have the drill, see? So now we can go back and actually finish all the levels. We have 5 areas, by the way. The slippery pass. Oh wait, I can't slippery pass until I get the thing. So only these 3 levels I can actually do. Now to swap items, you use the Q button. And then you can activate with the action button, which isn't a button you expect. Control is also for spin. The action button happens to be the X button. There is a way to make this a lot more bearable, because the controls for PC are obnoxious. So I'm gonna plug in my controller now, and hopefully I can actually play the game with this. Oh wait, I forgot I reset my computer. Let me quickly just fix this real quickly by grabbing out my thing. Because believe it or not, it is much easier to play this on a controller. There we go. So, here we go. So, square is attack, X is jump, the circle button is the slide duck, and the triangle button is the switch. We can do the spin thing with R, and we can do the action with L. This makes the game much more bearable. And yeah, we have longer distance because we can attack that way. So now I can grab all the gems, no problem. Because I have the gem that we couldn't get before. So now, I can get all 5 of these gems. Got the meat. There is special kinds of meat. There is the ones, and there are the white meats, which are 5. Again though, meat does not matter. By the way, we can grab this again. No point, but we can do it again. And now that I've gone ahead and done that, if we go back, we can now go and do the hard version. What is the hard version? Well, it changes things up. For instance, we have all this stuff. There's no dig spot here. But the main thing is that they're going to be placing a lot of dick moves. Like this one right here. Let me duck. The game becomes mean at this point. Very mean. It's to be expected, but it becomes kind of unbearably mean. Like for instance, that. Sometimes you can jump on those enemies, and sometimes the game is just like, no, you can't. The laws of this game don't work. At least not the way the developers wanted them to. There are a lot of glitchy bits to this game. Like, when I first played it, it was so broken that I honestly felt like it was unfinished. And some of the developers thought that too because they delayed the game. But they're delaying it even more. So, they're still working on it. They're taking forever to finish this though. The very fact there, I got the thing. So yeah, grab all of those and you beat the game. You beat the game 100%. But yeah, the very fact they had the balls to go and essentially... Oh, by the way, how do you grab this? Oh, that's easy. There is an item to make it so you don't have to kill yourself to get that, but... You're not really gonna bother now, are you? You got like 15 lives. You can lose one and move on. Especially since game overing doesn't hurt you much in this. Like, yeah, if you game over, you're put back to the hub. But that's it. All progress you made beforehand, you keep. And you keep like a whole bunch of lives with you as well. Really, it's just crap. There's no penalty to really getting the game over except you have a lot less lives than you might have had beforehand. Also, these meteorites, there's not much logic to them, so it's very easy to get screwed by them. Yeah, as you can see, this game can be incredibly forgiving. Like, way too forgiving. At the same time, it can be very, very stupid. I'm gonna go ahead and do the hard now. So, the hard. This is what hard is like. They put more of these guys around. They put more TNTs around. That's it. Now, these guys can be mean later on, because they can shoot at you. So... there's that, but that's it. Oh, they also added an additional hands. So yeah, now they're shooting. That's a good meteorite, by the way. So, for our sake, we're just gonna go ahead and grab this shield. Yeah, not much from a raise into the meteorites, it's just... they drop to be mean to you. Like, look at that. The spawn point's right there. Unless you know what the spawn point is, that's just gonna suck. Now, honestly, you can go a little bit faster with the slide, but it is not the, like, massive jump in speed that it was before. I will say though, game ain't that hard. Overall, the game is fairly easy. It's just there are actual issues with this game. Like, there are a lot of glitches like that. What killed me? What fucking killed me? I can tell you what killed me. The enemy shot at me when I killed it. Even though it should be dead, its attack animation still continues regardless. Which means it's still gonna attack me even though it's already dead. It did not fix that. So that's troubling. Because this isn't something that isn't that hard to fix. You gotta have the death animation overwrite all other animations, including the attack one. The attack animation should not take priority over the death one. Because of this, like, look, I killed it beforehand. I killed it at the very first frame of its attack animation, and it went with the attack animation, not the death one. And you wouldn't even know that. You would not even know that. So by the time you realize that the game just did that to you, you're dead. 'Cause that's fair. Right, so there's only one spot where this could be. And we do have to look around for it, so unsurprisingly, you gotta go searching. But I knew where it was, so I didn't have to really search that long. There's expected you to take a while on that one. You don't. As soon as you figure out it's right there, it's just like, just go. That's it. That's all I can do here in the first hub. We'll come back here for the first level when we can actually do it. Now it's time for Swamp Attack, Comic Land, Jungle Ruins, and the 2 towers. Swamp Attack is interesting. It is an angled side-scroller, which isn't a good thing because the controls in this don't work very well for that kind of thing. And there's also this crystal here, which you cannot get normally. There's an invisible wall here, and even though my head can go for the barrel, I cannot get that crystal at all. It's absolutely impossible to get until I get a certain item in order to grab it. This is that kind of game. I know, I'm not a big fan of it either. And yes, there is a big puddle of sewage over there, and if you jump into it, you die. But how do you get over there? Well, there is no gadget to doing that, but there is a way to traverse the gap. And the thing is, if this is how the developers intended you to actually get that, why? Also, there is a secret exit down there. Don't go for it yet until you actually get the orange gem. So there's the red gem. Also, these big crates, you can't destroy them. How could you tell, though? Oh, because they're slightly bigger. Also, yes, the lighting here, the shading, it really is that fucked.